Hello everyone, it's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 196. Today I want to talk about long-term friendships. This past week, I had the opportunity to go with Ken, who owns the Sea Holly, which we often go on regular trips with our old rover scouting friends, to visit Dave, who hasn't been able to join us recently. And we got up early on one morning last week, got the ferry from Nanaimo area, went to a 2-hour ferry ride to just south of Vancouver, Tsawwassen, and then drove for about an hour to Langley, which is a bit up the Fraser River to east of Vancouver, where Dave is living. And we joined him for about a day. It was wonderful to see him and connect because we haven't seen him face to face for quite a while. So let me share a couple of photos, give some perspective on the friendship as well. So this is a picture at a Rover Scout moot, probably the late 1950s, early 1960, where Dave was receiving an award that our crew had won. It's a carving. We called it Mammy, I think. It was the Namquan Moot, if I can pronounce it properly. And also, here's a couple other pictures where Dave was involved. He was cooking. You can see Dave was cooking over an open fire and log rolling in one case. Here's Dave trying to stay on the log longer than the other scout. So those are some of the old adventures that we had together in the early days, in the late 1950s, early 1960s. And here's a picture of a few years ago when we're playing cribbage on the top deck of the Sea Holly. There's Ken and also Dave playing cribbage. And here is a picture of last week where we were in Dave's kitchen playing cribbage, Dave, Ken, and myself. We had a great time, had a great meal, stayed the night, played cribbage, and then came back. But we had lots of discussion the evening about hiking, the boots that we used to wear. Dave introduced a series of boots that we ended up all buying, and I remember using those boots all the way when I was hitchhiking in Africa. So told stories about those boots. But the long-term friendships, I think, are really important if you are able to have them, keep in contact, because they offer things like, trust, shared memories, personal growth, social connections, actually stress reduction and fun and enjoyment. We had a lot of enjoyable times together since we were young. It's been over 60 years. And, you have shared values, interests, and lifelong companionship. So these relationships really can contribute to overall well-being and enrich our lives in many ways. So just here's a shout out to having long-term friendships, such as we had from our old rover scouting days. So with that, I'll say adios, au revoir, wishing you, your family, and friends lots of love and laughter. Bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad.